What's going on, guys? I got a lot going on today, so I figured I'd bring you guys along, kind of do like a day in the life video, because it's kind of like a different day for me. I'm doing a lot of sourcing and driving around today, so I'll just like show you guys the stuff I pick up along the way. But I met a guy at the auction. I actually bought all those sports cards from him, and if you haven't watched that video, look in the description and I'll post a link to that video. But today we're going to pick up some electronics from him. I'm giving him $400, and he's got some really high-end electronics, and he said he was gonna like throw in some extra stuff for me because it is like an hour-and-a-half drive, so nowadays that's like $45 in gas, so it's got to be a pretty good deal to make the drive. But I should be able to get well over $1,000 out of the stuff he's giving me, and I'm giving him $400 cash, so I think that's a fair deal. And then after that we got some other stops, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. So I just left that guy's house, and it turned out to be a really good deal. Like, he gave me all the stuff that we made the agreement on for $400, and then the extra stuff he threw in was a Technics turntable, which I didn't look up the model or anything, but obviously Technics is a great brand. Then he threw in an Ion turntable, which is kind of like a newer version, and I've sold those in the past, so I think that one's only worth about 40 or 50 bucks, but there again, I mean, he threw it in for free. And then he gave me like a high-end camera flash for like a film photographer, and I looked it up, and that thing sells by itself for like $150. So it's definitely worth the drive today. The next stop, I gotta wire some money. I'm buying like 100 high-end watches to sell on eBay. And all these connections today is just from networking. This guy that I'm buying the watches from, I just used to buy watches from him on eBay, and then I reached out to him and developed a business relationship with him. The guy that I just went and picked up this stuff from, I met him at the auction, and I talk to him regularly, and then he just tells me about stuff he has, and we meet up. And then a little bit later today, I'm going to a family friend's house, and unfortunately the grandfather passed away, but they have a house full of stuff, and they're very overwhelmed, and they don't know what to do. So I'm gonna go help them figure out how to liquidate all this stuff. I'm gonna buy some stuff from them today to resell myself, but then I'm gonna link them up with an estate sale company that I use to run my online auctions, and I'm gonna have that estate sale company come out, work with them, and liquidate all their stuff. So the lady's just so relieved that I have all the answers she's looking for. So it actually feels good to do things like this and go out and help people when you can. So that's what we're doing today. I mean, we're bouncing around, but I'll bring you guys along and, you know, let you guys know how everything works out today. All right, so I just got to the bank. I'm gonna go in here and wire the money for the watches. And when those watches come in, I'll make a reveal video, or I'll show you guys all the watches we got. The guy, I was gonna buy 50 watches for $2,500, but he told me he'd give me 5 free watches and free shipping if I get 100 watches. So I'm gonna get 105 watches for $5,000, but they're all good watches. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Invicta. A majority of them are really nice Invictas, and then he throws in a bunch of other really good brands. And he was actually sending me pictures yesterday saying like, do you want this watch? Do you want this watch? Do you want this watch? And I would say yes, yes, and no. So I was kind of even getting to hand pick basically some of the watches I got. But yeah, as soon as that box comes in, I'll definitely make a video and show you guys those 105 watches. So I got that money wired. Now we're gonna head back to the warehouse, unload this stuff. I'll show you guys what we picked up really quick because I'm in a hurry. And then I'm gonna head over to the next town and go to that like estate deal where I'm gonna work with the person whose family member passed away and go through the estate. I'm gonna take some stuff today, and then like I said earlier, hook them up with the estate sale company. So I'll show you guys the stuff I got from that guy. Here's the flash he threw in for free that I said was worth like $150. That's a nice piece, and I didn't even know I was getting that today, so that was a good bonus. This was like the main reason I bought the stuff here. This is a really nice piece. This bottom piece sells for like $250 by itself. I can only find one of these listed for $380 brand new, but I should be able to get like $280 because it's in perfect used condition. So these two right here will be like well over $500 and pay for everything. Now I got this turntable, I got this whole stack of electronics. I'll go around the other side and show you those. I got this Andover speaker that's the same brand as these really high-end things. I can't find any of these listed, so I might get lucky. That might be worth, you know, if this is worth $250, this is worth $280, that speaker should be worth quite a bit because it's the same brand. It's a really high end. It came with these cabinets in the back that all the electronics were like in, but those I'm gonna sell locally or recycle or something like that. And I'll go around the other side and show you guys the other electronics. Here's the other electronics. It's some nice vintage Magnavox. It's all a matching set, and I'll probably sell it all together. And it came with the turntable and all the manuals and paperwork. I'm not sure on the exact value of this, but I don't think it's all that much. I think I'd be lucky to get like $200 for all 4 pieces, but we'll see how it works out. And then here's the other 2 turntables he threw in. Here's the Ion brand, which is a lot newer, and then the Technics one. So I'm just leaving that estate now. I got some really good stuff there. I did a nice little pick. I spent $510. I got some good stuff. I talked to the lady for a couple hours. I got her all set up with an estate sale company. So now that I got some good stuff out of the house, there's still a lot of really good stuff left. And I might be able to come back and get some coins. I made her some offer on some really high-end coins, but she's got to talk to her brothers and sisters about it and see if they want to go through that way. But I made them a really fair offer, so with any luck, they'll call me back. And I'll probably add most of those coins to my collection, but if I end up getting the coins, I'll show you that. But we got some really nice sewing machines and a couple other unique like antiques and oddities, some humidors and stuff, so I can show you that stuff when I get out of the car. And I didn't film at that place. Obviously, it's somebody else's house. Somebody just passed away. It's a touchy situation. So obviously, I'm not gonna be in a stranger's house whipping out my cell phone and taking videos. So sorry, most of today's video has just been me driving in the car and kind of filling you guys in with what I've been up to, but I'll show you guys the stuff I picked up when I get back to the warehouse. All right, guys, so I got everything from the estate pulled out on this table, and then I got a few things on this table over here. But just to give you a heads up, I paid $510 for everything, so we'll run through this stuff really quick. It was $510 total. We'll just start down here to give you an idea of how decent of a haul this was. This is a Singer 221K sewing machine. It's one of the most popular Singer model numbers, and it's one of the most desirable. This will sell for about $300 to $350 plus shipping. Then I got a Genome 2030DC, and this thing is worth around $200 by itself. So these 2 sewing machines should pay for everything. I got the Turtle magazine rack. That last one sold for about 110 bucks plus shipping. This is a really cheap humidor, and it has like some humidor stuff in it, which is kind of the reason I picked it up, because it has cigar cutters and hydro monitor. I don't even know how to say that, but whatever that thing is that takes the moisture out of the boxes. So there's just a bunch of extras. There's a pool cue in here. It's Ohio State pool cue. We got Polk audio stuff, and what's cool is the sound bar sells good by itself. This thing sells by itself for about 50 to 70. The sound bar sells for about 50 to 70. Looks like we got some stains on here, so it's probably gonna be closer to 50. And then for these 2 speakers, I can get like another 50 bucks. So that'll be a good haul there. I got this. She basically threw this in for me. I was like, how much do you want for this? I think I offered her $5 because I couldn't find sold comps, but I just thought it was a cool vintage piece. And it's probably only worth like maybe 20 to 30 bucks, but still, she threw it in for free. And then we got this vintage radio. We'll have to test that, see if it works, but it's just caught my eye. Then we got some more humidors. This little thing sells for like 25 or 30 bucks, the flashlight shockwave stun gun combo. And then yeah, here's the humidors. And these are full of cigars, which what I'll probably do is take all the cigars, put them in this, like the cheapest box, and I'll take all the goods out of here and add them to these humidors for like added value. I'll put all those in that box and I'll sell them in a local auction. So we got this humidor, and I think I should be able to get like 80 bucks, maybe even $100 plus shipping out of that one. This one's a little bit more basic, so this one's probably worth about 40 bucks, maybe 50. And then this one doesn't have much value, but it holds a bunch of cigars, and I'll throw that in with one of the other humidors. And this one's really nice with the leaf on top. So I should probably be able to get like $70 out of this one. At least 50 for that one, because that's really cool. And I think they're branded on the bottom as well. I got this really big HP printer. This thing is worth about 180 bucks plus shipping. I got the taxidermy turtle, and one of these just recently sold for $135. And then we got the Pyrex big beaker, which I just thought was a cool piece. But it's only gonna sell for like 35 or 40 bucks, but still, I've never seen one of those. And then this scale was out in a box that they were intending to throw away, so I just grabbed it. It's electrical, so I don't know if I'll use it because I like to use these battery powered scales because they're more portable, obviously. But with this thing, it might be worth some money. It might be worth reselling, and if not, I'll just keep it around here as a backup scale. So yeah, we got a lot of great stuff that day, and as you guys could see in this video, the importance of networking and just kind of like meeting people along the way, letting them know what you do for a living, so they think about you when things like this pop up, you know. So that's how I got these opportunities today. Sometimes it's more than just going to yard sales, auctions, estate sales, although when you're starting, those are the places you're going to source. But as you do this longer and longer, more people will turn to you when they have stuff they want to get rid of, or they need help with an estate or things of that nature. So it kind of opens up a lot of doors that you didn't even think about that would open up in the beginning. But anyway, I'm glad you guys watched the video, and if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.